Anything you say.
You sweet, precious darling. Kiss me. Come on.
No, don't do that. Don't. Get away from me, you little devil. Oh, don't.
But, Mother, I'm the only guy that don't get home from school every 2 weeks.
More turkey, Helen?
Mercy, no.
But, Mother, once a month is no
Henry?
fun. No thanks, Dad. But, Mother, all the other guys...
Henry. The headmaster insists that once a month is enough. Now that settles it.
But, Mother...
Henry, I won't have you discuss the matter any further.
But, Mother, it's like
Henry.
this.
Leave the table and go to bed.
Say, Mother, did you hear what I did?
Why, you young whippersnapper.
Ben, please. Henry, I want you to go into the other room a little while and wait.
Excuse me.
Are you trying to destroy my authority over our boy?
I ask you here as a guest, Red.
Perhaps I am, technically. But after coming here so often...
You lost track of the fact that you're still just a guest.
Why, it's perfectly apparent that you need a man at the head of this house. So I naturally assumed...
That you are the man?
Assuredly.
But, friend, you're not even eligible to be one of the applicants.
One of the applicants?
Why shouldn't there be others?
You mean Rawlings?
Well, Dick has asked me to marry you.
Asked you to? Well, of all the impertinence. But there you are, my dear. You've only yourself to blame. I told you, if you allowed this man to hang around, he'd only become annoying.
But he's not.
You don't mean to tell me that you're seriously considering marrying him?
Very seriously.
Are you out of your mind?
You just said yourself that this house needed a man.
What am I?
You're a very dangerous married man. That's what you are.
Dangerous?
Yes. And what have you made of me? Just the other woman.
Oh.
Even worse, the second other woman in your life. The present Mrs. Parr has the same right to hold me guilty as I had to hold her guilty when I was your wife.
Oh.
Oh, you'll be doing that to me next. Oh, this is all wrong. This intrigue between us can't go on. You mustn't come here again.
I mustn't come here again?
Perhaps after I've married Dick, I'll be able to resist unfortunate entanglements like this.
Now, will you stop that talk? I'm the man who belongs here. I always have belonged here.
But, Brent, do you really mean that?
What else could you imagine I mean? I only love you, Helen. I always have loved you. The other was a terrible mistake. Can't you and I go on?
Like this?
I need you, Helen.
Say, now, listen.
Henry.
I guess it's time I took a hand in this. Now, Dad, I know what this other woman business means, and it's time you cut it out. I won't have it. If you want to come and see my mother, you divorce that other dame. You're not going to get my mother in trouble.
Thank you, Henry.
That was my ultimate intention, Henry. But it may take time and considerable tact.
You see, Henry, the present Mrs. Parr may not be as obliging as the ex-Mrs. Parr.
Oh. Give her a big check. Send her to Paris.
Unfortunately for that plan, the present Mrs. Parr loves me. In fact, she adores me.
Yeah, I'll bet she does.
He doesn't get his sophistication from me.
Why, Dad's an old man. She's a kid. She'll be making eyes at me in a couple of years.
She loves me, Helen. Her admiration is so great that the difference in years is lost sight of. This will take something very substantial out of her life, poor child.
Well, Dad, I want this thing cleared up or called off now.
You're quite right, my boy, and I appreciate your mother's position. Peggy will probably be at home now. Dining alone, I think.
I'll get your hat and coat.
Good luck, Fred.
Poor little Peggy. This will just about break her heart. She's such a child, and she does love me.
Oh, hello, Daddy.
Well, hello, Peggy, dear. You see, I'm home unexpectedly.
That's nice.
I thought you were dining alone.
Oh, I am alone, dear. That's just a little ceremony when you're away. A drink for you and a drink for me.
You poor child.
Well, that's a new pet name.
So it is. Peggy, Have you ever thought of the difference in our ages?
Sometimes.
Well, I've never noticed it before.
Because I never let you. I know you're sensitive about it, dear.
Not at all. Not at all. A man's as young as he feels.
Oh, but I think you're awfully sweet.
Do you, dear?
I always said so.
I know just how you feel. Peggy, dear, would it be very, very hard on you if you were to lose me?
Oh, Daddy.
There, dear. There.
In fact, it's going to be terribly hard on me, Daddy, because...
Oh, there.
Well, it's going to be awfully hard on me to hurt you.
Hurt me? You mean you know?
You see, this is the way it is, Daddy. I've been thinking it over very seriously for a long, long time.
Thinking what over?
Of the necessity of giving you up.
Of giving me up?
Yes, Daddy. Isn't it terrible?
Well, you mean you know? Why?
I'm much too young for you, Daddy. Much too young. Haven't you come to realize that? I'm a drag on your intellect.
Why, what are you driving at? Do you love someone else?
Well, in a way.
What?
I can't lie to you, Daddy.
So that's it, is it? Behind my back.
Usually right under your nose, but you just wouldn't notice.
What's the beast's name?
But I can't tell you yet, Daddy. But I fell in love with him just to make it easier to give you up. Oh, it's going to break my heart to do it.
So, it's come to this, has it?
Yes, Daddy, isn't it terrible? But I've got to have a divorce.
I might have known. No respect for the sacredness of marriage.
Oh, but that's why I want a divorce. To keep it sacred.
Very well. Very well. When love dies, we may as well face the inevitable. You're hurting me, Peggy. Hurting me deeply.
Yes, I guess that's how it is.
I'll make an adequate settlement, of course. I insist.
Oh, no.
You may have the house. Our house. With all its memories.
But I can't take it, Daddy.
Huh? What?
I can't take a cent.
Why not?
Just because I can't.
But, Peggy, for the sake of the past, you must let me do something for your comfort.
Do you really want to do something for my comfort, Daddy?
Well, anything within reason.
Then would you mind leaving immediately?
What?
Well, he's coming to dinner, and I wouldn't like to have you meet.
Huh. I shan't hurt the young cub.
Oh, it isn't that. It's just, well, you know.
Very well. Very well. I'll go.
Oh, Daddy, aren't you going to kiss me goodbye?
Of course, my child.
Well, Pa, I've heard you were out of town, so I thought I'd entertain the little wife for you.
Thanks. Huh. No fool like an old fool.